We always had this idea growing up that we would have this hunting trip, kind of a family hunting trip with my dad, my granddad, Mr. Bubba and Jake.
The root of it all is just to kind of get something where we could all go and we could all enjoy it.
Fire in the hole! People watch our videos, you know, we're dog hunters. You know, it's a big difference when you sit in the stand, we chase them.
John David Taylor, nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm
John
Anna.
David.
Hey, Lana, nice to meet you.
Where are we staying at in here, son?
I don't know where else.
My name's Bubba Dempsey. I've known Chuck and Charles Turner since I was 10 years old. We've put together this to come up to CoveyPoint Outfitters as a family and friends to do some late rut hunting up here in Alabama. And it's been something we've been trying to do for the last couple of years, put it together and come up as a family, and we've come up to just enjoy a 3-day stay to get some hunting in.
Dear God, we just ask that you'll be with us today, keep us safe. Dear Lord, just let us be respectful of each and every one, and above all, just let us be successful if it's your will. Dear Lord, again, we ask you to come by and come and protect us. This we ask in your name, amen.
Amen. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So we just finished the first morning hunt at CoveyPoint here in Goshen. We saw a little 6-point, a couple does, and even really exciting because it's February 6th and we got March coming around soon. We had a bird gobble 3 times. That was really exciting. That's all we saw, so nothing there, but we'll go back this afternoon and for the next 2 days and see if we can't kill us a good buck. No, he gobbled 3 times right before he came to the field. He was right off the edge of it. And when he came to the field, he just went to looking. And he just stood up. He never went into full strut, but he kind of halfway blowed up. And then he walked on.
You're gonna get me fired up.
Yeah, it was loud too, coming right to him.
Oh, I heard him.
Y'all see anything?
Taking the camera award.
What'd you see?
Get something for Sean and John.
There was 5, moving buck, and a 6-point.
How big was the 6-point? Probably about that one we saw dead in the road. He's got that head
I
without
know.
in the truck.
He looks a lot like that. Why'd you wait so long to shoot?
Give me a shot. Did it? Well, he texted me and said it was doe. think it's coming your way. Well, I didn't know which way it was, and then it wasn't for just a few minutes. I saw it come out, and I thought it was a deer. I went to grab my gun, because it was still hazy down there. And we got to put it up there, it was gone. I said, what the world? And I got looking down there, and I said, that looks like a coyote. And it was just sitting on the back end. And so I put the scope on it, and it was just sitting down there. It was just looking around. I said, well, I'm not going to just shoot you right there. So and then it laid down.
Really?
And then it stood up on its hind end and just looked around 4 or 5 different times and lay right back down. And then it got up and was going to go moving, and it wouldn't stop. I didn't want to miss it, you know. And it went behind a hay bale and stayed there for a little bit, and it started coming right to me. I shot it about 100 yards.
Good buck. I kept looking, walked out. I said, that ain't him. He's still back there. I said, that's a doe. Kept looking, I could see another one. I could see his old tail flash. Kept looking, it walked out, and it was a doe too. I said, well, maybe that buck's still there. And I kept looking, they wasn't nothing else. I said, that was it. That was a doe in the year. It's them daggum oak trees, bushes had me, boy. But I thought, I almost got the phone and text y'all, hey y'all, I'm fixing to do it.
That's what this was all about, was family. You know, we sitting here and, you know, we sit around and we talk, we tell stories about what this person's seen, who didn't see, and those kind of things, and talk about old times. And it's, you know, you're here, and the atmosphere is just laid back, and the facility here is unbelievable.
It means a lot to me because it's something that we haven't done together as a family in years. Yeah, we see each other out there running dogs, and we talk on the radio and all that, but you know, you do it out there, and in the afternoons you just go about your own way. Come up here and we ride to the stands together. We're sitting down at the table with a feast of food in front of us, and getting to sit around, and yeah, the TV's going in there, but don't even pay any attention to it. We all talking and telling it. It brings back the closeness of a family, and not only us, the guides and all the other help.
Bucks just walk by, be careful walking in. I didn't since I get to 7, I never spooked anything. So he's like just easing through and
I just picked up
before daylight.
The best thing that I learned is deer hunting is way better when you're getting 3 fine meals a day versus, you know, chicken soup out of a Campbell's can heated up on the engine of your truck or whatever. Yeah, that's been the best. There is value in hot meals after deer hunting. Yeah.
Get that brick straight out on the wall, on the patio.
Do that. Well, that's some of the most important part, the camaraderie, the fellowship that you have. That's what it's all about. I mean, I think we look forward and live to rib at each other. I mean, we try to think of stuff that somebody's done something embarrassing later, earlier on years, so we can point it out to everybody else that somebody did this. So, and of course, I think most people know that Bubba and I pick at each other the most, but we thrive off of it. And that, to me, that's where your memories are made. I had saw something, I read something a while back that a guy had made a statement that he wishes he had done. And I'm thinking about it now, I think it would have been a great idea if you could have just written a journal every day at the end of every hunting season and past, so you could have remembered all these things, even the boring times and the frustrating times. If we could have done something like that, that'd have been a real neat to have. I mean, of course, we've got a lot of stories. We could fill up a lot of film with some of our stories. And for the most part, most of them are true. We like to add to it, but they're mostly true.
All right.
TJ, are you ready?
I'm ready.
TJ, are you ready?
Yes.
Dang, boy, you may be a close shooter for the days over here.
Took me a second. That's some Dempsey's right there. Some Dempsey boys.
Oh, oh, miss that one.
You let me get too far. Fire in the hole.
There we go. Yeah, okay.
All right. Touch on it. Didn't have it right, but he thought the gun thought Landon was still shooting.
Too late.
Do it. What's up?
Tap.
Backwoods Mafia.
We use this can. It's a can of a doe and estrus. It just makes a sound, that the bucks are listening for. And you want that, and then you got your grunt tube, and you want to act like a buck's chasing or grunting, trying to hem her up. I don't have a clue how to do it, but I threw it out there and tried. I don't think I had anything remotely answer me, but it was fun trying.
And I actually did a little rattling. I have never successfully rattled a deer in. Still haven't. Didn't work today either. Don't know anything about it. I've seen it done on TV, but I have used a grunt tube. I've never had any success just calling on in with a grunt tube, but I have had success with deer reacting to a grunt tube. I didn't really get a chance to do any of that this time. I have in the past.
spots all around, so there was a few deer moving around. But they went out last week. Ours was not good week.
West of 65. Ask Anna if she's got her grease going.
I flat missed it.
Where do you find the horses at?
Missed it.
Just one of those things.
Just one of those
Are
things.
they on?
I wish I'd killed him, but I didn't. I mean, I didn't hit him.
Did he? You knew when he was the way he was running. You didn't hit him.
I didn't hit him. In fact, I started to shoot at him again when he was running in the trees, and I said, why? You done missed him, standing still, you know you ain't gonna get him running. Looked at the road, you know, like something's coming up the road, and he just looked like that. And he was still standing, he wasn't swooping or nothing, just standing there. And I missed him. It ain't the first one.
There he is. Lord, thank you for letting us have everything we have. Lord, just thank you for letting us be able to wake up in your beautiful creation one more time. Just let our friends have a good and safe hunt this afternoon. If it's your will, let them kill one. Just bless this food, our body, and our body. Serve your name, pray. Amen.
Amen. God, I want to see it. I don't know if I can hit something like that or not. Can't hit something big as a deer.
Crazy, I don't know how I did that. So I'm propped up, it's only 150 yards, and I just squeeze on the trigger and shoot, boom, and she's just standing there. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. At this point, I got mad. I was like, all right, just take your time, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I just squeezed the trigger on the third shot. I was like, it's on her, I know it's on her. And she just stood there and looked at me. I missed her 3 times, and I was like, whatever, this is stupid. I'm done with this. Like, how do you miss one 3 times standing still? I don't know what I did. I was like trying to hope in my mind that maybe my gun was off, but I knew it wasn't off because we sighted them in, rechecked them before we came on this trip. So I don't know if it was, I just straight up missed, didn't get the job done. And so today I went and checked my rifle just to make sure, and it was dead on. So yeah, I dropped the ball, so it was good to get revenge. So anyway, so I shoot this doe about a couple hours before dark, and then about 30 minutes before dark, I hear something to my left. I look up, and here comes the buck. And as soon as I saw him, he was outside his ears width-wise. I knew I was going to shoot him, but he stayed behind like 3 trees, and he was facing me, and I could see like his tail flicker a little bit, and so I'm just sitting there watching him in the scope. I'm like, I'm killing you. It's the last afternoon. Just make your move. And he stood there for about a couple minutes, and I started getting nervous. I was like, oh man, what if I pull the same situation that happened yesterday afternoon? Anyway, but he took a couple steps and I shot him. And when I shot him, he buckled and he went to, skidding and he fell about 30 yards and from where I shot him at. And as soon as he hit the ground, I was like, well, I got out the stand. I've done my job. I've cashed both of my tags in, and I started making my way back to the lodge. I didn't have a phone, so I couldn't call anybody. So I hit the trail walking.
Got the truck full, son.
Loaded up.
Soon she walked in, she picked off, and then my sling hit the stand, and boy, she went off. And then she came back and she bounced off again, and then that other one walked in, and she went acting spooky again. And the other one, she wouldn't walk on in. I said, I am not letting her keep you from dying. And that's why I shot her the way I did. I didn't want to about that, but I don't have
was.
Never seen a lab that
That's
wide.
my yellow boy.
I've never seen a lab that wide.
Come here, fat man.
You get one?
Come here, fat man.
Why?
No, I saw a little bit of
Oh no, he wants you. He said, I smell you.
Oh yeah. Granddaddy,
It must have moved a little
Yellow
bit.
man.
I think he's got Andy beat on being fat.
Yes.
Y'all know why, don't you?
Be me.
All these deer scraps. They killing them, boy.
But it come out and it just sit there and eat for 15 minutes, and it just decided to let it walk right on.
We always had this idea growing up that we would have this hunting trip, kind of a family hunting trip with my dad, my granddad, Mr. Bubba and Jake. So growing up, my dad had this like metal round bin and we put all our spare change in this. And this started when I was like 8 years old and we would start saving up for going to some trip after I graduated high school. But just due to just things going on, we were busy, didn't work out after high school, but it worked out this year to do that. And so it's something we've always talked about doing, coming as like a group. We never got to go somewhere. We used to throw out different ideas of going to Kansas or Texas or something like that. But this, I met John David a couple years ago, and this just worked out perfect, a few hours from home. And yeah, it's been a great experience.
I believe it's more, the hunting part of it. We all know it's the luck of the draw. If he's where you're at the same time, you're gonna get lucky. But he's liable to be one ridge over and you're not gonna see. But coming here with the people of CoveyPoint Outfitters, making the state what it is, it'll make you wanna come back.
Well, it was just a great 3 days. The boys invited me to come up here with them. We'd never been up here. A friend that Landon had met, and all at once we started seeing some moving around in the 15 or 20 different stands they had. Just everything's been top notch with CoveyPoint Outfitters. Great people. It just makes you feel like family here, really. I mean, the people are top notch, all the guides, the cooks, the whole 9 yards. It was just great. And then started seeing deer and had a great time.